Hey folks, Mike here, welcome back. So we got some new stuff came in. One was a necessity. Well, I mean, they're both necessities, but one was a absolute necessity, and then the other was it's a need but a want type thing. But it's a new toy for the new tool, not toy, tool for the toolbox. So we're gonna do a little bit of explaining what we got and stuff like that. So the first thing we got was we got a new microphone for our vlogging camera. The microphone we had for the vlogging camera inadvertently has been misplaced. So we wanted to get it. Picked up a new microphone for the vlogging camera. The new microphones DJI has out for the vlogging cameras are minis. They're called mini mics. So we got just a single one. We didn't get any of the bells and whistles with it. We didn't get a receiver because we're connecting it directly to the vlog camera, which is what we're using right now. So it's connected to this camera. So it doesn't have all the, different. It doesn't have its own charging case. It doesn't have multiple mics. It doesn't have the receiver because we're using the camera as the receiver. But it just works. It works just as well as the other mic we got. As you can hear, we're pretty clear here, and yeah, so we're happy with it. A little bit of an unboxing here for you. We'll show you here in a second. Give me 1 second here. And yeah, I mean, it's just kind of needed it. We needed to have a microphone exclusive for the vlogging camera. So this gives us that again to what we had. It's smaller than the other one, much smaller. It's the size of a quarter, about the size of a something like that. But it still works anyway. It's a clip. It has magnetic, so we haven't actually magnetized to us right now. But here you go. I'm going to show it to you. So there it is right there. So you can see it's right there. So it's small. It's a little one, but it works and it gets the what we need. The audio quality. We use this microphone here for all our interviews when we're out doing news media. We use it, for our blogging, for our blogs and stuff like that, and whatnot. So that's the first thing. Second thing is we upgraded our drone fleet. We recently sold our Mini 3 drone. We don't use it. I was keeping it for bad weather, and even that I hardly ever use it for bad weather anymore because either I don't fly in bad weather, or if it's mildly close to being so-so weather, the Air 3 can handle it just perfectly fine. So there was no need to have it. We didn't use it. We haven't used it in months. Actually after we sold it, we found out that we haven't used it so much that the batteries needed to be reset on it. So sold that, and then one of our clients that we had asked us about indoor flying, and I'm like, can't use the Air 3 for indoor flying. Wouldn't do it. It's too big. Even the Mini 3, that's what I would have used for indoor flying, but even that's pushing it sometimes, and I'd have to go out and buy the prop guards for it and stuff like that and everything. So what we decided was we're going to invest in an indoor drone. Now, the drone we got is not specifically for indoor use. It's an indoor-outdoor drone, but it's got built-in prop cards. It's got all the bells and whistles for being an indoor drone. It's very small, very lightweight. So also made by DJI. Listen, we are sticking, as long as we can still get DJI stuff, we are buying DJI. I understand the bands, this, that, and everything else, but whatever, guess what? They got the best shit out there when it comes to this stuff, and their mics are unbelievably good and clear. Their cameras that they come out with. Honestly, we shoot exclusively on Canon XA cameras. We have 2 Canon XA cameras we use. I have one. My son has one. So we shoot all our news exclusively on, if not on by drone, on Canon XA cameras. Then everything else is by drone. But all our blogging is, we have the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, we have the DJI Nano now. Our mics, our wireless mics are all DJI. Even the one that connects to our Canon is DJI. And if DJI came out with a full-on video camera like Canon has, like the Canon, I'm not gonna say I wouldn't buy it. DJI makes really, really good equipment, and I like it a lot. But with that said, two things we shoot on: Canon and DJI. Our still camera's Canon, our video camera's Canon, everything else is DJI. That's what we're going to use, and that's what we're going to continue to use as long as we possibly can. So we got out and we purchased the DJI Neo2. Sorry, Neo2. It's only the second version. Neo2 drone, indoor for indoor flying. We can connect it directly to our controller that we already have for our drone. And then we can connect it to, we can also fly it with our phone. We can also fly by hand controls. So we've got a few things that, haven't really got a chance to try it yet. Just got it in the mail. We just got the mic, we just got that connected so we can start doing some more blogging and stuff like that. But yeah, so we just got this stuff today. So we are using it, and we're gonna use it. The Neo2, a lot of why we purchased that is for indoor flying. Will be used probably for other stuff, because it's got its purposes, and it's a small little drone that's gonna be able to get deployed very quickly. So it's gonna have its own reasonings to fly it, and we will use it. I mean, it's not gonna be just an indoor drone. It's gonna be used for the business, for the company, to make money. That's what we could use it for. But we have it. We have that capability now of comfortably flying indoors, which would be nice. So, with that said, we're going to show you, we're going to unbox here in a little bit the Neo2, show you some of the stuff with it, and then we are going to do a test flight with it, and definitely an outdoor test flight. We may do an indoor test flight, although I tried powering up when I first got it real quick just to see something, and my dogs did not like it, so probably won't be my house where we do an indoor test flight, but we'll probably do an indoor test flight at some point. It was actually a little louder than I thought it was going to be for a small drone. But yeah, so that's where we sit, that's where we lie, that's what we're going on with. So here we go. We're going to unbox the drone here and then show you what we got. All right, so there it is. There's the box for the Neo2, DJI Neo2. We get the Fly More combo. Comes with 3 batteries, charging pack, and the drone, obviously. We did not get a controller for it because, again, we can connect it to our phone and we can connect it to the controller we already have for our Air 3. So there was no point buying another controller separate. It's just, how it is, and, it is what it is. But here it is. We're going to pop it open here, and yes, we're in our car because we're actually we're going to a shoot for the news shoot here. But here's the drone, and we're going to take this out, try and do this one-handed while I'm holding the camera here. And there's the drone. Drone comes with a lens cover, like all the DJI drones do. So we make sure we don't lose that. It's kind of small, but there it is. Lens is on a gimbal. Battery goes in the top. The battery goes on the top there. Already comes with blade guards. Blade guards are part of the body of the drone. So the blade guards, safety, so you can fly it in. Again, we're flying it, thinking this is going to be a primary fly indoor drone. Okay, it's going to be primary indoor flying drone. So the blade guards are going to be good to have so that if we accidentally run into something, we are not going to fuck up our blades or what we run into. So the camera there is on a gimbal. So as it moves side to side, drone's not on, so you're not going to see it real well. But as it moves, it will rotate to keep a nice steady picture. It's got sensors, avoidance collision sensors on the top, on the bottom, also on the front. So we hope we don't crash into anything. It's got controls on the bottom. Here's flight controls here, because you can do flight by hand. Here's your record button. You can launch it right out of the palm of your hand. But again, then we can hook it to hook it to the controller or fly it by our phone. So that's it. You know, it's smaller than what we have, obviously. Here's the battery pack for it. So we got the battery pack with 2 more batteries inside of it. Flight time for this, I'm told, is about 10 to 15 minutes. It's nothing crazy. Not a huge flight time. About 10 to 15 minutes of flight time. So that's not too bad. But yeah, here's the batteries. Again, you know, we gotta charge them up. But 3 batteries, 3 slots. So that's it in a nutshell. DJI Neo 2. So we're gonna go test it. We're gonna fly it. I'll show you a little bit what we got, what we shoot when we fly it. Once we do it, and then yeah, we're gonna be putting it up in a little while. Gotta go do a shoot for the news first, and then after we're done that, we will be putting it up in the air. It does come with some spare blades, so if you do accidentally mess up a blade, you have spares. So I'll kind of see what else is in the box here real quick. Another spare blade. And then there's your charging wire for to charge your batteries. And yeah, and that's it. Nothing else on it. Nothing else in the box. So that's it. That's the Neo. That's the Neo 2. That's the drone. So anyway, we're going off to do this. Cover this event here, and then once we've done that, we'll probably take the drone over, do a little bit of flying real quick, and then show you guys what that's like. All right, see you in a bit. All right, folks, welcome back. So right now we got the mini mic hooked up to the Osmo Nano, so we can hook this up to both our DJI cameras, the Nano or the Pocket. So with the Nano, so you're looking at, you know. So we're gonna try to attach the Nano here. So with the Nano here, we can put it in different areas. You can magnetize it to the vehicle, stuff like that. So yeah, that's the nice thing about this. The mic, mini mic, we can attach it to multiple cameras now. So what we're gonna do here, though, is the Neo. We're gonna put it up and test it out for the first time. So. A few things here. First we're going to do is, let's see if I can get the camera to magnetize to the point where it's not going to fall, because I have it connected to the, there we go. All right, so here we go. 3 batteries. These are fully charged. They just pop right out. Nice and easy to pop out of the charging base. Okay. We're going to take the protective lens cover off, and then we're going to snap this into place. Okay. Just kind of lay it down, and boom, it just snaps right into place, just like that. We're gonna power it up, just like you do any other DJI drone. Okay, so that's ready to go. We're gonna put it up. We're gonna put it up here on my roof here. Now, one nice thing about this is we can connect it to the same controller we use to fly our DJI Air 3. Turn the controller on, and then we got to sync the two together. And we're going to see what kind of quality it gets. We got a sunset coming in, so we're going to try to see what we kind of footage we can get for the sunset. So obviously the Air's not on. The Air 3's not on, so this should connect to that. We might go through a little bit of process. I know we had to go through a little bit of process to connect it to the phone. So here we go. All right, so here we go. Connect the aircraft. We got to locate the aircraft that we're trying to connect it to. Neo, DJI Flip. We're going to go Neo. Okay. Confirm Neo is switched. Confirm. All right, so we're running into a few issues. That's why we stopped recording for a little bit. Had to update the controller, download resources, and now we should be able to install the Neo 2. So, same about the digital receiver. Problem is, there is a digital receiver for this thing. They didn't send it to us. So I'm hoping I can just go with the one that it's in here and not need the actual digital receiver. I don't know why we didn't get it. So we're still working. All right, folks, welcome back. All right, different day. When we left you, we were having some trouble getting the new Neo 2 connected to our controller. So it's supposed to be able to connect it. Found out why. When we ordered the Neo 2 Fly More package without the controller, there is a piece that they don't send with you. And there's supposed to be a RC transmitter, or digital transmitter, transceiver, transmitter, something like that, that clicks onto the back of this. We didn't get that. We didn't get that because we didn't order the Fly More package with the remote control, so they just assumed we were going to be flying with the phone. We went and ordered the transceiver. Got it quickly. Got it today. So the next day, here it is. This little doohickey was causing us all the problems. So this is going to come out. We're going to take it out of the box, obviously. And it's going to click onto the back of the drone. And then with that done, should solve our problems of not being able to connect to the remote. So it's just a little thing. This is it right here. It's like little alien ears. And it just clicks right to the back of your drone. Boom. Just like that. So with that on there, it should connect to our RC controller. That's what we're getting. That's the hope here. So we're going to turn the drone on. I'm going to take off the lens cover, protect the lens cover. Turn the drone on. It's not fully charged on this battery. It's the battery we were using yesterday. We're going to turn that on. And then we're going to turn the RC on. And again, just like any other DJI drone, it's just a tap once, then tap, hold, power's on. The one thing I like about DJI drones is they keep everything the way it should be. It's all uniformed. So everything turns on the same. The big monstrosity ones, the huge ones, still turn on the same way. You push it, push and hold, everything turns on. All right, so we're on. Connect the aircraft. After we did all the updates, look at all the drones we can connect to this thing. DJI Neo2. Okay. Digital transceiver is now plugged in. It is installed. So now we're going to attempt to connect to the aircraft here. Aircraft is turned on. Digital transceiver is plugged in. Let's see if we have any luck. Powered on, pair now. Press and hold, you're gonna hear a beep. There's your beeps, aircraft beeped. Pairing's beginning. Aircraft is paired. So now, the aircraft can be controlled by this controller. Aircraft controller. So this controller will control this aircraft, and this controller will control our Air 3. So that's where we sit. That's the picture you're getting right there. That's right out of the camera. So we're not going to fly. I'm going to come back to you in a little while and fly. We got some things we're taking care of. I'm trying to do this in between things. We'll bring you back for the first flight. But everything should be, now that we have the controller, power up, controls, all going to be the same. It's all going to be the same. That was easy. Once we got the digital transceiver, that was super simple. The headaches from last night, gone. We're connected. We're able to use it. So far so good. One thing is also, this does not have an SD card in it. Everything this has is internal memory. I don't know how much internal memory it has, but it's all internal. No SD card. So, looking at, we're gonna make some adjustments here. We're gonna go resolution 50K, 4K, 6 frames per second. That's what we shoot everything in, 60 FPS under 4K. The only thing we don't do that with is our main video camera, because it does not shoot 60 FPS with 4K. So you got to keep it at 1080 to get the 60 FPS that we need for the news media. So that's there like that. So yeah, the picture looks good. I mean, I think it looks good. Does it look as good as the Air 3? I think the Air 3 is a little clearer on the controller here, but that's just me. You know, I know what to look for. I think the average Joe is not going to know what they're seeing at all. So, all right. So we're going to shut everything down. We got to move on, take care of some stuff, and then we will be back. And then when we come back, we will be first flight of the Neo 2. All right, folks, welcome back. So, here we go. So the new drone, the Neo 2, okay, fly time. So you turn it on. Okay, just like the old drone, turn it on. It's powered up, it's ready to go. You hear that noise, means it's ready to go. Okay? I'm gonna put it right there next to us on the ground here. Grab the remote, the controller. Same deal. Powered up. Ready to go. As soon as it turns on, make sure everything's connected. As soon as it turns on, make sure everything's connected. We'll be going with it. Pretty simple, pretty easy. So we'll get some fly time in with it. Once we get some fly time in with it, and we get comfortable, then, you know, we'll get using it out on jobs. But the one thing you see, so I'll show you here, we're flying it in a parking garage. See, nice and smooth, good quality picture. You know, and to work on some indoor flying, to practice our indoor flying a little bit, we're flying it through our vehicle, the windows on our vehicle. Did find out we do have to make sure we turn the obstacle avoidance off, because just for the sheer fact of it wants to stop trying to go in tight spaces, like going through the windows of the car, which that's the point of having it. So you got to turn the obstacle avoidance off so that it does that easily. So, but yeah, so here we go. We're gonna fly right in front of the camera here. So we're gonna set the camera up right there so we can have full control over this.
Take off. Attitude mode. Fly with caution. Attitude mode. Fly with caution.
So there you go. There it is. So we got it in a good hover now. So now we got it in good hover. I'm gonna show you. Not sure how well you were seeing it beforehand. So there it is. So, good picture quality. Gives a good picture quality. And Good video quality. Full 4K, full 4K. So everything's good. Again, it's a small drone. It's not meant for what we're using the big drone for the Air 3 or Air 3 for. It's not meant for that. It's meant for doing indoor flying, not a lot of battery time, and stuff like that. So, but yeah. So that's it. New mic, new drone. So we're gonna be getting out there with things. You know, hopefully maybe sometime in 2027 we're gonna upgrade the big drone to a bigger drone. We'll see. But as of right now, that's what we're sitting. So now we can do indoor flying for our clients. So we make them happy. Do what we can. So, there you go. Our new Neo 2. Fresh out of the box. Catch us next time behind the scenes.